Good morning. Good morning. As you get here, make sure that you say hello and let me know that you're here. Good morning. Go ahead and let me know you're here as I'm hitting live in all the places and getting things situated. All right, so let me get back up here and see. Yes, it looks like I am live. So give me a moment. Let me pull this up on my phone just in case Facebook is doing some weird stuff and doesn't let me see anything on the computer. Ah, whoops. Where did it go? There it is. All right, we are set. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I this morning because for those that don't know, I've got a dog in the house now, and I usually don't have one. And it's been a long time. My companion of so many years passed away a couple of years ago, and so now I'm actually watching my son's dog while he's getting some stuff together. And it takes a lot more of thinking about how you're doing your day to make sure that you do the pottying, the feeding, and the all the stuff, right? And so I fixed my coffee this morning, and then I realized, oh, now I got to put him back over here and go to get my shower. And so I ended up having to put it in my Yeti cup because I thought it'll never be warm by the time I get out of all doing all of that. So got my Yeti cup this morning. Thank goodness. Ah, so how has your day been? The thing that's interesting is this morning I didn't look at the temperature before I walked out the house, and I had on my sweatpants and my sweatshirt to take the dog for a walk and everything, and it felt like it was a spring morning. The birds were chirping, the air felt good, and it was, I mean, it just had just that tiny bit of crispness in the air, just a touch, right? It wasn't cold at all. And so I was way overdressed. Good morning, Carmen. Good morning. I was way overdressed for the elements, but heck, I wasn't out there that long. So I'll know as I take him out again that I don't have to be quite so bundled up. Hi, Sean. Hi, Sean. Good to see you here. Now, one of the things before I get into our affirmation and journal prompt, I wanted to share is that I have a program that's about to come out, and I've kind of talked to you guys just a little bit about it. It doesn't actually start till January, but I'm going live in different places and sharing some information. And one of my friends, Christine, she has a group that I'm going to share her link. Hold on, I'm going to share her link to her group. So if you guys want to join her group, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to be going in to her group. Let me share it over here. And if you're not part of the group, it's definitely a good one to go into. It is for women. Hold on, let me click this. I can't talk and click at the same time for some reason. This is it right here. It's about menopause in women, and she is a chef, as nutrition coach, a health coach. And I've actually started working with her a little bit to kind of get into a healthier space, because the thing that happens as you get older is that your body changes. Not only physically can it change depending on what you're eating and everything, but internally it can change because the needs that you have as you get certain ages, because you don't need to eat the same things you did when you were 20, when you're 50. And it's just a little bit different. And so she is actually working with me right now, and I'm going to be going live in her group. And then this is the link to her group. What day am I going? Wednesday, this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live in her group. And so if you want to come in and join us, because we'll be talking a lot about some of the things that I do with hypnosis and transformational coaching. Love Christine's platform and listen to her podcast. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about your cold. I haven't seen you around, so I guess that's why. I was just as you said that, I thought, "Oh my gosh, I should have checked in on her." I try to remember all those things, but I don't always. But if you can join us for that, it would be great. And not only is she working with me now, I'm helping her as well. And the thing is that she is offering a special marketing in your calendar. Beautiful. She's offering a special to anyone who signs up that to go into my program. Anybody that signs up tomorrow, it's an extra bonus that she's adding in. So I'm really, really excited. I know we are all busy. Yes, definitely. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, let me get my my affirmation for you guys. And actually, I had a different one ready for this morning, and then for some reason, this one just kind of felt more in tune with what I wanted to say. So here we are. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got it right here. All right. So our affirmation for today is, I am grateful for every opportunity to shine my light. I embrace each moment to share my unique brilliance with the world. And there's so many times we dim our light just a touch to make somebody else feel better, or because we don't want to possibly have someone have a negative response, or just not even a negative response, but if they don't seem as excited about what we're talking about as we are, we kind of feel like, I should have kept my mouth shut. I shouldn't have said anything. And the thing is that as we're going through life, there are billions of people in the world, right? There's going to be somebody that's not as excited about what you do as you are, or the people that really, really want what you do, right? And I think sometimes we have to be reminded that it's okay to shine our light, because anybody that doesn't want to be part of that light, they can step out of the light. They can put on blinders. They can go to another space, right? But the people who would benefit from what we do, if we don't shine our light out, they have no clue. They have nothing to come as the solution to what they're looking for. I tell the billboard story all the time. And so I'll just do it really quick for those that have not heard it. And so just think about this as I'm talking to you about it. Just imagine that I'm sure everybody here has been on a trip of some kind where you've been going down the interstate. Maybe it's dark, maybe it's early morning, late evening, whatever it is, but there's stretches of the highway that there's nothing. It's just darkness. And that can feel even darker just because we're so used to all the lights around us, right? And so just imagine you're in your car, you're on a trip, and you're on that stretch of the road where it's so dark. There is nothing, not even a star in the sky. It's just dark. All you can see is your headlights. And suddenly your stomach's growling and you got to go pee. And it's like, oh my gosh. Now what do I do? And so as you're driving, suddenly you see there's this billboard on the side of the road, and it says, next exit, Bob's Best Barbecue, clean restrooms, hot food, come welcome, right? And so you get to the next exit and it says 10 miles out. So you get to the next exit, still dark as everything, and you just go 10 miles out, and there it is. The glorious Bob's Best Barbecue. You go in, it's the best food you've ever had. You get back in your car. Your belly is full and your bladder is empty, and you're ready to finish your journey. All your needs are met, right? But just imagine that same scenario on the road, and there is no billboard telling you that Bob's Best Barbecue is 10 miles that way. You have no idea. So you just keep driving. And you end up, you drive for a very, very long time. You finally take a stop on the side of the road. Not safe, right? The thing is that when you're not shining your light and letting people know who you are and what you do, that's the same as not putting that billboard out. It's putting this big box around you, around people, where the sunshine can't even shine in because you're not allowing this to flow, right? So be grateful for every opportunity to shine your light, no matter what, because the people who want and need what you have so that all their needs are met, they'll follow your billboard. The ones that did not need to go to the bathroom and weren't hungry at all, they just kept on driving. And that's okay, right? So when you offer something to the world or you talk about something online here or in person, and it doesn't seem to be received as well as you had hoped, doesn't mean it's wrong. Just means that's not the right time or it's not the right person, right? So I just wanted to remind myself today, right? That it's okay to shine bright like a diamond, just shine on, right? The people who will benefit and want what you have, they'll come, right? So remember, anything that comes after the words I am holds ultimate power. You're claiming it as truth. I am grateful for every opportunity to shine my light. I embrace each moment to share my unique brilliance with the world, regardless of what's going on, right? That's where the magic really happens. Sometimes it's easy to shine when everybody's, oh, you're so good. I love this. I love this. Oh, my heavens, right? But when you're not getting as much accolades from people, sometimes we start dimming it just a little bit because we think maybe we're too bright. Maybe our idea is wrong. Maybe. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. So the thing is that shine on anyway, right? Because the people who really want and need what you have, you just got to keep shining in order to reach them, right? Because in the beginning, we have this vibration around us, ooh, just right around us. And then as we keep shining, it gets a little bit wider and a little bit wider. And we can actually have our vibration of our bright, shining light reach the masses as we go through all this. Remember, we're vibrational beings, right? And we can control what we do, how much our reach goes out, what our vibration feels like to others. And so when you're just shining and shining and shining, it just keeps expanding and people flock to that because it feels good to just be in your presence, regardless of what the message is. So just keep shining, right? All right, so let me get the journal prompt for you. All right, so I'm going to have to take this part off and make sure it shows up, all of it. Let's see. Oh, good. All right, so our journal prompt is, what are some moments, big or small, where you've had the chance to shine? Now, we've all had a chance to shine. Of course, with some of us, it could be that it was a long time ago. But just drop back into a memory of when you felt like you were allowing yourself to shine all out, right? No holes barred, nothing left behind. Where were you able to do that? Where did you feel like it was okay to just shine your light and be you. Sometimes we have to really dive in to remember a time, right? But find it, remember it. And then, as you've really encompassed how that experience felt, then it's so much easier to shine that brilliance and feel the same things again. Because if you did it once, you can do it again. And then I want you to write down one opportunity you have today to let your light shine even brighter and how you'll make the most of it. Because there's opportunities around us all the time. We sometimes are not open to seeing them. Remember, I talk all the time about there are 50 billion bits of information coming at us per second, right? I mean, just we're inundated with vibration, with sound, with feeling, with it's all around us. It could crush us if our brain did not have the ability to filter out the things that don't matter to us, that are not important in the moment, that don't align with who we are. And so what we actually see are 2,000 bits of information per second, depending on what we're open to, our thoughts, our feelings, our past that we're dragging along with us. What do we feel and believe about ourselves and about the world? That's the 2,000 bits that we see. And so I say it all the time. If you have two people in a vehicle and one has this amazing, upbeat life and they love life and they think the world is an amazing place, and you have another person that is downtrodden, they feel like everybody's out to get them, they feel like the world is a dangerous, horrible place, you can put them both in the same vehicle, both looking at the same side of the street, and have them driving down the road. Both of them are going to see totally different worlds. The one that is so downtrodden is going to see every ratted house that's there. They're going to see every dead animal on the street. They're going to see the tree that's dying. They're going to see the homeless person. They're going to see all of those things that support their view of the world. But the other person that believes that the world is a wonderful place and that the world is out to help me, not get me. And I can do anything that I want. The world is beautiful. My vibration is great. Now they're going to see the flowers that are blooming, the house roof that looks amazing. They're going to see the trees that have leaves on it. They're going to see the little decorations. They're going to see the little fox, right? They're both looking at the same side of the street. But because their life, their view of the world filters their 2,000 bits, they cannot even see the other things unless somebody says, hey, did you see that, that flower over there? And probably that other person's going to say, no, I didn't see it. Have you ever had that experience where you're in the car with someone and they point out something that you never saw and it was right there? It's because it was not in your filtering. And sometimes when they will point it out, it's like you still don't see it. Wait, what? It's not that your car's going too fast. It's that it cannot get into your 2,000 bits. So you get to decide what your 2,000 bits are. So you can shine bright like a diamond. You can know that the world is here, the world is your oyster, and that there are people around that would love to know what your expertise is. They would love to know your story. They would love to know you. And so opportunities are there everywhere to shine. Just open up a little bit more to allow it to come into that 2,000 bits that you allow into your world per second. Make sense? Let me see. All right, I see we got some people over on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Join in if you'd like to. So I, for one, want to shine. And actually, today I have a really cool experience happening. And I've told you guys a little bit before, but, we're on this online space, we're in this world all the time. And so we have friends on here that we've never met in person, right? But they feel like they're a really close friend, and they are. I learned when I went to San Diego to see Stacy's TED Talk and met so many people in the Stacy verse that I had been seeing online but had never met in person. And when I met them in person, it just felt like we were having this big family reunion. It was amazing, right? So today I'm actually going to meet another person in Stacy's in the Stacy verse that actually I found out lives close to me, and she and I are going to meet for coffee. So it is Allison, and gosh, I cannot think of what her last name is, but anyway, I'm going to be meeting her today at a coffee shop, and we're going to get to meet in person, and we're going to be talking about maybe collaborating and doing an in-person event together. This is just getting so exciting with the doors that can open when you shine your light, right? So keep shining. Hold on a second, Carmen. Let me see over here. What does that say? No, it's not. It's not Pickering. Mm-mm. It's the she's the one that is the she's the ventriloquist. I can't think of what her last name is. Wonders, that's it. That's it. See, I don't know why I couldn't remember Wonders. Thank you, Carmen. You're so good. That was a great message. I needed that today to be able to move forward. You have to shine for yourself because, like you said, they will follow the light. Yes, yes. And the thing is that when we're out in the darkness and a light comes on, our body, our mind immediately wants to look at that light, right? And so be that beacon of light in the darkness for people. They're all looking. Maybe it's not your light they're looking for. We don't know. Yes, yes. But be that beacon of light. All right, so I'm going to go back to the affirmation. I am grateful for every opportunity to shine my light. Oh, I embrace each moment to share my unique brilliance with the world. Put that on your index card, the screensaver on your phone, a sticky note. Put it somewhere that you will see that today and be reminded to shine your light, to share your unique brilliance with the world. Because like our fingerprints are unique to us, so is our light. You might even be talking about the same thing, but your unique fingerprint of that light will draw the people who will resonate with you and want to see your light. It's glorious. So I am grateful for every opportunity to shine my light. I embrace each moment to share my unique brilliance with the world. I mean, don't just say it, feel it, right? And then our journal prompt. And what I tell you guys all the time, and I'm going to restate it because it is so important, that you take your journal or your notebook and you put the date, the affirmation, and the journal prompt. And then once you've got that written down, then you take 10, 15 minutes in total silence to tap into your inner wisdom, your God voice, to allow it to come out, right? And then the thing that happens a lot of times is when we try to sit in silence, is that we start having all this mind chatter. So when you start, you just focus on your breath. And as soon as you notice that you're thinking about, well, what I've got to go check that email, I've got to do this. As soon as you recognize that that's happening, you start focusing on your breath again. And one of the things that I do that helps me, if that doesn't calm down that chatter in my mind, is I want to get into this space in my body in the present moment, right? So I will start labeling the sounds that I hear in my room or even outside. Sometimes it's somebody's cutting down a tree or there's a leaf blower out there. Sometimes it's a lawnmower, sometimes it's a dog barking. But in my room, it can be anything from the hum of the computer. I have a fountain downstairs with copper chimes that I have going all the time, and I can usually hear them. Maybe I can hear one of the cats playing with a ball or the dog. But you just label it. It's like, I hear the ceiling fan. That's the ceiling fan. And then you just keep labeling things till you feel yourself just letting go. And then you focus back on your breath. And you just continue doing that until your timer goes off. You don't have to be thinking about the affirmation and the journal prompt at all. Your mind's at work already. Your job is to just get quiet, grounded in your space, allowing, right? And then the going and finding those moments that you had a chance to shine. And you know there's going to be more than one if you really allow yourself to dive into it and let that guidance feed you. Write down whatever comes up, however many. And then when you write down one opportunity to let your light shine even brighter today, what if there's more than one opportunity to shine? Allow yourself to be open to writing out however many show up. Maybe you shine by connecting with someone that you haven't reached out to in a long time. Maybe you shine by going live in your group. Maybe you shine by creating something for someone. Maybe you shine by going out somewhere today and you smile at someone and you make them feel your light, your presence, your vibration. So whatever you do today, wherever you go, just imagine. So I like to say, if you go out somewhere, before you step out of your vehicle, just tap into letting your light shine. Set that intention and allow. And when you get out of that car, you're going to shine brighter than you would any other time. You can do the same before you get on a live. What I usually do before I get on a live is I set an intention. What do I need to say? What would benefit whoever I'm talking to the most to come out of my mouth? Because all I have is the affirmation and the journal prompt. Everything else is guidance and led for me to say and talk about. So allow yourself to do the same. And in the beginning, it feels a little awkward because it's like, I don't know what to say. Just start talking. Let your light shine. Because if you'll set the intention before you actually open your mouth, before you get on screen, and just be open and allow, you're going to have such an amazing conversation with whoever you're talking to. Whether it's one person, whether it's a lot of people, whether it's you on a Zoom and nobody shows up, doesn't matter. Shine. All right. So it's great to see you guys this morning. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you have a day filled with shine and brilliance, and with your 2,000 bits being the most magnificent bits you've ever had in your life. Just know that today it's within your power. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, and be brilliant. Mwah.